Oh, Hanaki! Did you know that our souls are connected by fate? What do you know? I'm Yuno Hanaki, the one and only Oiran from Mialoon. Good evening, everybody. Sorry for running a little late. It took me a second to set up, and I was also just a little bit frazzled with everything. It'd be like that sometimes, but don't worry, I'm okay. I'm fine. I just was a little bit frazzled while I was setting up today. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, welcome in. Welcome to the start of our new $1 one sentence journey. Yippee, 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 yippee. Welcome. So as you can see, I did give a little bit of a start. Last time we started in like a fantasy setting, so I decided to make it a little bit more realistic fiction this time around. I decided to go more it's kind of like a setup for a coffee shop AU if you're feeling frisky, but that's kind of the vibe. We are in a place called Hana City, which is just like a modern, bustling city. There's a local cafe there that has a variable menu and an inviting atmosphere. It's just like a very like cozy, picturesque cafe. But even the most cozy places can often host innumerable secrets, and we can choose to take this in basically any direction. So we could either focus on the barista, we could focus on the owner of the cafe, we could focus on particular customers or patrons. The possibilities are endless. And now the way this works, as is said in the title and everything, $1 via Stream Elements will let you choose a sentence that I have to include in the story. So, you could literally tell me to write anything, as long as you pay the $1 for a sentence. If you pay multiple dollars, you can suggest multiple sentences, but you have to be aware of the fact that Stream Elements does kind of have like a word limit. I think it's a character limit, actually, but there's like a limit to how much you can actually submit, so I don't advise doing something funny by trying to send like $20 for 20 sentences. But you could send like a handful if you have the ideas there. I'm not actually sure what the character count is for a Stream Elements message, but that's something to keep in mind if you want to send more than one. But yeah, the floor is open. You should be able to see the text okay. Let me hide the tabs, because we don't really need tabs for this. But you should be able to see the text. I like, zoomed in the browser, because I remember that was something I had to do the last time I did this. But yeah, I gave us a little bit of a start. Feel free to just submit whatever. I'll be forced to include it no matter what and make the story work from there, so take your time. While we're waiting, though, a little bit more housekeeping. I put up the waiting rooms for our 12-hour celebration streams. We are still going to play 2 of the 4 games I initially planned to play when it was still going to be crowd control focused, but now that it's more of a celebration, we're just gonna kind of keep it more low-key. I will still have a wheel that you can spin for the same price as it's been before, which is $20. But there's no pressure to spin it if you don't want to. And all of the spins are just going to affect me and or you, depending on vibes. It's gonna be really low-key. I'm not gonna add anything that's gonna impact the games. The games, I think, will just be to truly have fun with you guys. We'll just be silly. We'll just be silly and play our silly little games, do our silly little activities. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be backyard baseball, which everybody's been very much looking forward to, myself included. I'm very excited to play baseball. And by that I mean make the AI fight each other and us commentate on baseball and be silly. So that's gonna be fun. I think that'll be a very enjoyable experience for us. But in the morning, we are, of course, going to watch that Nintendo Direct. It's gonna be an hour. I think that's the longest Nintendo Direct ever, if not just in a very long time. So they must be planning something crazy. But of course, we will be watching. We will be reacting. Hitomi is also off work tomorrow, so she'll be with us from the morning. And I think for most of the stream. So she'll be able to hang out with us too. We'll be watching the direct together. And she'll be there for the baseballs. And some other stuff too, probably. But yeah, she's gonna be there too. Yay! But I mentioned that the direct was happening, and she was like, "Oh, sign me up!" Yay! So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So that's the plan for at least the morning of tomorrow, and then I guess after the direct is probably when we'd start transitioning into baseball. There's also a chance. I don't know how likely this is right now, but we were also thinking about doing like a co-op game, me and Hitomi. But I don't know if we're going to do that tomorrow or if we'll save it for Saturday. I'm not sure. Maybe tomorrow would be better, though, because we'd have a bigger space of time. But don't worry. We will get in plenty of backyard baseball. And then, Saturday. Saturday is going to be Peggle. As soon as I can figure out how to get Peggle to work, I'm going to look into it and make sure I can get it set up. And then, we'll also do, like, a karaoke celebration. And we'll do, like... I don't know. Some other stuff. More chilling, basically. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. It's gonna be way more low-key than it was initially planned to be because we've already smashed the goal, which I'm very happy about. So it's all gonna be super chill. There's no real pressure for anything, but of course every little bit will help. I think someone said this on Twitter, but basically any, tips that come in from here are for Oni snacks. It's to get me some little treats. Help me be fed and things like that. So that's what we're working towards over the next couple of days. Both of those streams are still going to be 12 hours. So you're going to get 12 hours on Friday and 12 hours on Saturday. And then... Sunday you will probably still get a stream. I already have my schedule planned out for next week though, so that's exciting, right? Right. Oh, we got something. That Matt, thank you for the $3.33 tip. We begin our story with a girl writing a story. She sits alone in the cafe for now. Oh, okay. I see where you're going. I like it. What the? Can you ask Kitami to swap work schedules with me? I want to be off during Nintendo Direct. No. She wants to be off work too. She's not usually off work when the directs happen, so this is a very lucky event. I can finally see Oni literacy in action. Have you never made it to a writing stream before? That's crazy. I guess that's fair. I did them way more when I was in Kawaii. I think ever since I became indie, I kind of stopped doing them as much. Thankfully, I'm allowed to watch the Nintendo Direct at work. Yippee! You'll get to watch me react to... I am very curious what they could end up even showing, because they already had, like, the big Kirby Direct, and there's, like... We already know ZA's coming. But there's gotta be something big, right? Like, it can't be 60 minutes of just fucking nothing. There's gotta be some crazy big thing that they're gonna announce. Mario's 40th anniversary? It can't be the 40th. Didn't they just recently celebrate the 30th? It can't be the 40th already. She's coping. I'm not coping. I'm wishing. Hi, Kaya. I'm not coping. I'm manifesting. You're thinking 35th? What? How old is Mario? Nintendo. 44. No, that's his age. When did it start? 1985. Okay, so 1995, 2005, 2015, 2025. Oh my god, you're right. That does mean it's gonna be 40 years. I'm going to vomit. I'm gonna throw up, I think. You know, that's true. This Nintendo Direct is going to be the day before the 40th anniversary. At least the 40th anniversary of Super Mario Brothers releasing. Oh, that's disgusting. So it is probably going to be something Mario related. I did see on Twitter a little bit before stream that there was a copyright, or not a copyright, what's it called? When they it was a new trademark, I think, but they issued a trademark for Super Mario Galaxy movie. So some people are thinking that the announcement, at least for Mario, is going to be that they're making a movie out of Super Mario Galaxy. Which feels like a weird angle to take when they only just did the movie with the original Mario storyline, or like the Mario Isekai storyline.
An offering. Thank you so much.
Oh, no, I see that it's Nishikino channel. Hi, Kaya. Thank you for the $1 tip. Can you add Yuno is picking her nose? Yeah, sure. You did pay $1.
Thank you so much.
Crazy. Thank you for the $2 tip, but you forgot to submit your sentences. I love not capitalizing. Yeah, I don't know who Crazy is, but you sent your $2 and then you didn't give a suggestion. Unless you want that to just be what I add. Crazy. Imagine being 40 plus. Being 40 plus isn't the problem. It's more so just like realizing the passage of time. I did not realize that Mario was that old as a franchise. Then again, I'm still processing that Pokemon is 30. Do you have the hard or soft boogers in there? I don't know. I don't really pick my nose. If I had to guess with how kind of stuffy-ish I've been lately, probably dry? Because my nose hasn't really been running. It's probably hard boogers. I don't know why you need to know this information, though. Is that really necessary? Does that really add to the immersion? Are you sure about that? Because it says you're picking your nose? Yeah, I guess. Now, the question that we need to present here is the girl writing a story and Yuno two separate characters? Because my thought is yes, because we just described it as a girl. So I guess I'm in this cafe, but I'm off to the side picking my nose like a frickin' animal. Head empty. You know that's an at-home activity, not an outside activity. As long as it isn't another timed release like Mario 3D All-Stars was. I mean, like I said, the theory currently is that it's going to be another Mario movie. But I guess I wouldn't be surprised if it was both a big game announcement and then also a movie announcement.
An offering. Thank you so much.
Destroyer of Worlds, thank you for the $1 tip. This is a crazy sentence to add, but as you wish. As Yuno... Why am I not able to use my shift key? As Yuno is picking her nose, Kaya stares at her and mutters under her breath, longingly. Man, I really want to kiss Yuno so bad. The story of all time. It was just a movie announcement, that'd be so lame. I mean, true. But I wonder what the new game could even be about. Are you in the right state of mind? Ask the person who submitted $1 for me to add this sentence. Don't look at me, man. This is what the people want. I guess. Are you out of your head, mate? I've never been clearer in the head. Crazy.
An offering. Thank you so much.
Okay. Daniel Smith, thank you for the $3 tip. Blarg. The thought muttered behind the writer's eyes. I wanted to challenge myself with a sports romance. But why did I pick baseball? I don't know the rules. And the uniforms are so baggy. I want abs. Not sure why you'd think I'd kiss Yuno because I'd barf, I think. Yeah, no, I know you would. I know you would. We changed tenses, so I'm going to change this one to present tense just to stay accurate. Are all these sentences from chat? I choose to believe they are all from Yuno's mind. They're from chat. These ones are all from chat so far. This is me. The ones up here are me. This whole section is chat so far. Time for worst Yuri subplot versus writer's block, Yowie. I've been there. Also, I like how the thought is the thing that is personified, and it's not the writer thinking it, it's the thought itself talking, apparently. It's a great story as long as it doesn't have incorrect armored vehicle information. I'm definitely not hung up on this. No. Yeah, you were very hung up on it even during the original stream where it happened. But it's fine. Different things trigger people's, interests. Am I watching another Team Rocket Side infiltration fanfic in the making? No. Not unless that gets requested. I'll let you cook. Thanks. Are we going to get a live reading of this one day? Anything for you, Kohaku Yumekui. Also, hi, Kohaku Yumekui. I do usually do readings at the end of each session, for lack of a better term. So we would probably get like a full reading of this at the end of the stream, with wherever it's at so far. We never finished the last one. The last one I think was like 10 or 11 pages though, by the time we got through it. Thank you, Yuno Hanaki. That's me, by the way. I'm kind of struggling to follow so far. Well, we've been given two very different plot points that are happening simultaneously. So we've got the girl who is writing, sitting alone. And then we have Yuno and Kaya having their stupid exchange. And the writer is struggling to write a sports BL. So these things are happening simultaneously. Based on the order of the submitted sentences, it's kind of jumping back and forth. I did a little bit more of a focus on the Yuno and Kaya interaction to kind of dismiss the kissing moment. And now I'm going back to the writer, who is still struggling to figure out how to write about baseball, yaoi. BL and my Kaya X Yuno Yuri, that's awesome. Thank you. Brilliant, so far a better start than some fanfics. Thanks. In the end, this is kind of a fanfic because it mentions Kaya and Yuno, but I mean, most of these do dissolve into fanfic eventually. Konka sees the vision. As expected of my Kohai, of course she understands. Truly a woman of culture.
An offering. Thank you so much.
Thanks. I never want to write this kind of sentence ever again. Alright, so I've contributed. Yuno wipes her fingers on a napkin before staring back at Kaya incredulously. Did you say my name? No! I said Yuna, and that's not you, you know. You know, Yuno? You don't need to make that joke every time. The writer scratches her head while staring at the numerous baseball references she pulled up. While listening to those two girls argue about God knows what, she needs to figure out the difference between the different infield and outfield positions and how that could possibly relate to being the seme or the uke. The pitcher is the seme and the catcher is the uke. Obviously, yes, but we need to talk about the other positions too. How do those relate? They can't all be switches. Let go my ego. Thank you for the $5 tip, which means you've submitted 5 sentences. This is gonna be interesting. Thank you. All right, what do we got? Whoops. Should actually be typing in the window. that is when the waiter, with the handlebar mustache, came by to deliver Yuno her order. Unfortunately, it was a pinto bean burrito with onions, cheese, and other ingredients that could not be appraised because Yuno sent it back quickly once it came. Crazy. This girl's more serious than the Kuroko Baske's manga artist. I mean, she's really passionate about her baseball, yaoi. She's gotta make it work. This is the sentence of all time. Onions are cool, that's true. I do like onions. But yeah, because it's a pinto bean burrito, it will not be eaten. I don't think this matters as far as Seme and Uke, but third base, first base, left field, and right field tend to be bigger people with more power, whereas shortstop, second base, and center field tend to be smaller and more mobile. You're right that that doesn't have a full bearing on Seme or Uke, because there's definitely plenty of cases where the small ones are the top and the big ones are the bottom. However, if you're looking for stereotypes, certain stereotypes would be made from this information. GTT, thank you for the $3 tip. The writer looks towards the two having a spat and sees the inspiration she needed. Her writer's spirit. Writer's spirit? Writer's spirit? Yeah. Burns with a need to see more. What will these two do? I think it's very unrealistic to assume that a yaoi author would be that inspired by what may or may not turn into Yuri. But I understand the intention at the very least. Let's see. The sentences ever are definitely occurring in this story. Is this cafe just where people go to get inspired for yaoi and yuri? Romance is romance. Love is love, man. I see no difference. Okay. Let me think. You're posting this on AO3 when you're done. I don't have a AO3 account, as you know. I'd have to apply for one. I would have to apply to get a, Hanaki AO3 account. I did think about doing it for the original story that we wrote. But I also don't really know how useful that would truly be. I don't think anyone will read this slop, to be honest with you. Can I post my generated slop story to your site? You mean AI generated? No. Yeah, this is definitely not AI generated, I swear. I promise it's not AI generated, no matter how much it looks like it was. I swear, officer. You shouldn't be so picky, Kaya says flippantly. Pinto beans are just, like, mushy anyway. Not even in bean form. All beans are bad beans. I don't make exceptions. The remark makes the ninja look down towards her drink, fingers pinching the mouth of the straw. No exceptions, huh? The writer tilts her head. Maybe some of the team members don't want to switch positions. Total lack of compromise. It's definitely a premise she can put to her advantage, and she pulls up her untouched Word document to start typing up ideas. Things AI can never recreate. Literally, this entire story. True and real. The sad thing is there actually have been people posting stories that were clearly written by AI or like by ChatGPT or whatever to AO3. It pisses me off, to be honest. I'm just like, what's the point? What's the point for real? Will this story be posted afterward? We were just discussing that a little bit ago. I don't really have a place where I can post it, but I'll look into maybe applying to see if I can get an AO3 account set up. It might take some time though, because AO3 is usually pretty swamped with people applying to join it. If I can get approved, then maybe I will post it on there someday. Maybe. Sven, thank you for the $2.69 tip. Haha, nice. Wait, who is saying this? I guess I have to decide. In my bag, my demon possessed bat rattles against its bindings. Oh, bat. It's probably related to the yaoi. Has the time come to release its power? Okay, then I'll probably put the quotes like this to imply that it's from the writing. Baseball bat? I was thinking the animal bat. It's hard to say. I'm assuming baseball bat because we're talking about baseball yaoi. You probably discussed this before, but are you a writer that immediately just starts writing, or do you spend time creating an outline or jotting down story ideas? It depends on my vibe, kinda. I think usually I can just sit down and start writing once I have an idea, but there are other times where I will write down my ideas first, just so that I can have a reference point when I go to actually, like, properly write the story out. I'll write down things that give me inspo. And then I'll kind of, like, refine the idea before writing it. But then there's also times where something will just come to me, and then I am possessed by a demon that opens a writing processor, and then I just have an entire document already written before I can comprehend what's happening, so... I don't usually do full outlines of things unless I feel like it's absolutely necessary, or if I'm doing a commission. If I'm doing a commission, then I will have a proper outline just so I can make sure I hit all the beats that the commissioner wants. So all the times I've written voice packs for people, I do, like, make outlines based on requests that I got from them, and then how I kind of envision the story going. I think the only time I didn't was for one pack that I did for Hiyori, where the idea just kind of, like, went away from me. The demons possessed my brain, and I generated, like, 3 extra pages of text. Then I was just like, oh, well, that wasn't intended, but we're here now. So that was how that happened. Okay. The yaoi demons? It's not always the yaoi demons. Sometimes it's the otome-related demons. I write a lot of, like, hetero romance, you know, for somebody who likes BL and GL. I will write a straight romance if the idea, if I am inspired for a particular idea, or, like, a particular ship. It's not always the yaoi demons. I've been trying to get started working on a script for a public talk at work for a long time, but I've been crippled by the amount of work. Do you think an outline would be good, or should I just start writing? I think if you have points that you know you need to hit for this presentation at work, an outline would be beneficial just for this specific instance. I think, like, especially for things where it's, like, mandatory writing, outlines are particularly useful because you know you can put down all the beats you need to hit. You could just have a loose outline that's like intro, point 1, point 2, point 3, outro, basically, and then have like 1 or 2 sentences that actually detail what you need to hit in those sections, and then I think the rest of the writing will come kind of naturally. At least that's how I would do it. Like, if I know what I have to cover, I would just make that be the outline, and then I would just find stuff that, like, supplements the idea. Almost wrote, what do you mute? Yeah, it happens a lot. I'm trying to type, and I'm also looking at chat, and I'm doing a lot of things. I'm just a guy. Also, I do typo occasionally. My copy is clean, though, because usually when I notice a spelling error, I immediately go back and try to fix it. This is very helpful. No problem. I hope that you can get over your writer's block. Writer's block is evil, so I get it. A writing challenge where you can't use backspace would be funny. I mean, it wouldn't end up too bad, honestly. I'd probably also have to turn the automatic spell checker off, because sometimes when I typo and I move past the word that's been typoed, it just gets auto-corrected by the word processor. Her thong dress is a different sentence indeed. That wasn't what I wrote. I wrote the word thoughts fine, thank you. Stop trying to make it sound more yabai than it actually is, because it's not. I'm being very well behaved, thank you. Thank you very much. What's the amount at for the dono bar? 3,198 and 20 something. Let me move it so you can see it a little clearer. Oh, just kidding. 3,198.71. I love mathematics. Math, you know, cry. That's literally me. I've had to do so much freaking math these past couple of days. Ooh, foog. So true. So many Scooby snacks will be had with those funds. It's more like things that I need to take care of as an adult, but you are correct. Every little bit does help improve things for the Oni. That is what matters. Is lowly not a term? It's slowly? No.
An offering.
Stop
Thank
it.
you so much.
Oh, I guess I will follow whatever this is. KJ, thank you for the $1.98 tip. Can't think of a sentence, so just a tiny micropayment for the solid advice. Well, thank you. Appreciated. That also means we are now at $3,200.69. I see what your real intention was. Just an excuse to make it 69 again. But thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Nice, nice, nice. Hi there, another avatar I've seen. Yeah! This is my chibi model. Well, 1.0's chibi model. The green creature. Haha, nice. We are simple creatures over here. Soon she'll be leveling up. Yeah. Eventually, there are plans to get a new chibi. And like I've said, I know the artist I want to commission for it, so it's just a matter of securing funds for that, but I'm gonna be saving. Once I finally officially square away the payment for the 2.0 rigging, I'm going to go right into saving as much as I can for the other things that I need to get because of all of those goals that were hit for the original Unothon. I will be saving. And I'll also probably be putting in more work to get extra spending money for things. Girls gotta work, gotta earn her keep, gotta get some bread. Gotta get some bread. This'll be gold. Thank you very much for the $1 tip. Please add reference to 69 on the revised sentence. Oh my god, I can't write. Chef is a lot more likable now. Because he said ain't that nice. True. This is the worst burrito, Chef. Well, to be fair, this is a cafe. The fact that they even offer burritos is already a bit of a red flag. I think that says something more about the owner of the cafe than about the chef. I don't think it's exactly his passion to be making burritos at a cafe. Good point. Yeah, but also I can't really argue too much about the logistics because this is a story that is in your hands as much as it is in mine. I'm only explaining why I'm writing these character choices in this way. Because it's mostly my job to get the story to move along rather than to make too many plot decisions. I mean, I do if it means I can move the plot forward, but you get what I'm trying to say. Surely there's a Chipotle around. I mean, we are in a major city. Hana City probably does have several Chipotle. And probably also some Starbucks, but there's a reason why this cafe is the more popular option. All the townsfolk like it the best when it comes to recommending coffee to newcomers. So they must have really good drinks. And apparently are a really good place to go if you need inspiration for yaoi. And or yuri. Truly the story of all time. It's a magic cafe anyway. Kaya is on a date with Yuno. Reality left 5 awkward lip bites ago. Is that what they're on? Is it on a date? I think they're just being themselves, but in a cafe. We never established if they're on a date or not. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think it's a date. I think if anything, they're just hanging out, and apparently Kaya is the one who has begun yearning for Yuno. Whether or not it's reciprocated is hard to tell. It is a mystery. The only thing we know for sure is that the girl who's trying to write a baseball yaoi keeps getting inspired by seeing the two of them argue. Maybe because there's nothing else going on in the cafe besides the two of them arguing. Because we implied before that the writer was there by herself. If she's able to lock in so easily on what Yuno and Kaya are saying, they must be the only patrons that are there right now. Only source of inspiration. That's how we know this is definitely fiction. It be like that sometimes. It is what it is. Trying to figure out where to take this from here, though. Do we go back to the Yuno and Kaya discussion? Do we go back to the writer and where she's at with her yaoi? Oh, perfect.
Thank you so much.
Like on my ego, thank you for the $5 tip. Let's see here. The chef leaned back, a triumphant smile spreading across his face
An offering.
before
Thank you so much.
his retort to the waiter. Never underestimate the power of a good bean burrito. He pulled out a small, intricate wooden box. But first, we negotiate. What? Nuts! Kaya exclaimed. We're already cutting away from this reveal of this box. But what's in the box? What's in the box? That's crazy. Poor timing or the best timing. Also, you guys need to stop changing tenses! We've been writing in present. This feels like a reveal for season 4. What, the box? That makes sense. Time was an illusion. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Evil.
An offering. Thank you so much.
Hey Jay, thank you for the $2.67 tip. Meanwhile, another 2 patrons entered the cafe holding hands. Wow, hands, that's crazy. One wore the clothes of a detective, and the other was a pink-haired woman with a rather ghostly appearance. Oh wow. I wonder who this could be. It could be anyone, to be honest. Who could they be? They were roommates. Oh my god, they were roommates. Tohaku and Komoe? Yeah, sure.
Tomoe Carmine. Tomoe Carmine.
That's crazy. Alright. Once again, this is just turning into Yuri. There's just Yuri happening here. Remember when we had a male protagonist in our isekai story, and then we force femmed her, so then she became a girl, and then she was in Yuri's with the female party member? Do you ever think about that? I think about that. Hiyori Mokami. Hiyori Mokami is not here. Alright, I have to figure out how to work with this. I already kind of did because I added another sentence to this part. But now I have to figure out where I'm taking it.
An offering. Thank you so much.
Does Tomoe have a male alter ego? I don't know. As far as I'm aware, I don't think so. Well, let's see. Daniel Smith, thank you for the $2 tip. Tomoe Carmine. Everyone in the cafe exclaimed. Except the writer, who is now trying to figure out if a demon bat should give a .666 batting average or go for the .690 because the internet is full of dorks with one joke. Maybe just Mo. That would probably work. Either batting average would make you the greatest hitter to ever play. Well, it is mostly focused on the yaoi, so I don't think they're looking for actual baseball realism. Or maybe she does want one of her characters to be a batting prodigy. That will have some sort of parallel to how good they are in bed. Home runs aren't the only thing he can knock out of the park. Wink, 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 nudge, nudge, nudge. Thomas Oliver Ezekiel Carmine, or Tom O.E. Carmine for short. Interesting. Thomas Carmine is crazy. Sounds like an actual name for a character that could be her brother. Think. At least it's not Tomo. I guess that's true. But To isn't really a normal name, so I don't think we would have really been in danger of that to begin with. We wouldn't be in danger of that to begin with, to be honest. Okay. Home Alone. Stop. My brain is in manga mode. High school players hitting 600 for the year happens all the time, and it's a demon bat. Assume powers. True. Tom Alone is too good. Tom Alone is crazy. Crazy, crazy work. Kids can hit crazy batting averages because kids can't field. True. We're really gonna see that in backyard baseball. We're just going to auto-mode it and watch the hijinks? Yes. I've seen streamers do it. They've made like several hour-long streams just watching the kids go at it and like screaming at them to be better, and I just think it's gonna be very funny. It's gonna be so silly. I'm looking forward to it. And we'll probably do another stream with it in the future. Obviously not like right away, but like in the far future where we can actually use the crowd control features to make it even crazier. But for now, it's just going to be chill auto, watching what they do, offering commentary, making fun of them, etc., etc. How are you doing on word count? Let me see you. What count? 840 already? Holy. Ah. Y'all, we're wordy. We're damn good. This really is about to be a novel. My gosh. My goodness. Wowie, wowie, wowie. It's 161 to call and we can turn in this B- and go. That's only 2 freshman college papers, give or take. Most freshman college papers had to be like 500 words minimum though, right? So it's more like 1 and then like 2/3 of another. We can say a whole lot without saying much at all. True. For all intents and purposes, not much has really happened in this story. Just another day in the cafe. What flunky colleges are you referring to? I had to do 2,000 words. I mean, if we're talking about papers that are on the short end... Short end is usually 500. Freshman for me was 3 pages, around 1,000, 1,500. Now senior year, 10 to 15 reviews of published scientific studies. I also cannot really judge super fairly because, one, I didn't have to take college English because I was already a writing major, so I tested out. Also, my AP scores let me test out. Secondly, I was a creative writing major. Therefore, we were more so focused on page count than we were on word count. We had to end the semester in a course with, I think, 300 pages total written. They didn't have to all be for one, like, story. But we had to have a total of 300 pages that were spread out across all the assignments we had during the semester. Give or take. As we got throughout the program, it had to be more. I think the highest amount was then like 500 pages. I think? I really don't remember anymore. But they cared more about pages than word counts. But that's because a lot of the programs that we were in also required our writing to be double-spaced anyway, so... word count ended up being kind of obsolete because of that. Making something double-spaced just means even small word counts can still fill page requirements. Did you also increase font size? Usually we had to use 12-point font. And then it was between either, well, I only had one teacher specifically ask for Times New Roman. Most, if not all, of my classes demanded Courier New. So it was 12-point font, Courier New, double-spaced was the formatting.
An offering. Thank you so much.
Wait, what? Are they getting you set guide? It's Jover. That Matt, thank you for the $1 tip. Suddenly... Oh, I don't know how to spell. A portal appears beneath everyone's feet. Someone asked for Times New Roman. Yeah, it was one of the classes I had to take in my freshman year as part of the writing program, but my first semester, I had been asked for Courier New, and I had been told that pretty much every teacher was only ever going to ask for Courier New. And then immediately the next semester, I had a teacher who demanded Times New Roman when everybody else had asked for Courier New. And one of us had been like, but we had been told in our first writing class that we were going to only be using Courier New. And she was just like, well, that's nice, but I require Times New Roman. And we were just like, what? What do you mean that's nice? She was kind of a weirdo, I think, out of all of the usual suspects that were in the writing program. She was also definitely the strictest one. She had the most, like, traditional viewpoint of what it meant to be, like, in a creative writing course. My year was actually the last year where that course was mandatory, though, and I wonder if it's because enough of us were raising a stink of, like, hey, this is kind of abnormal compared to what we were just taught last semester. The Shadow Legion, thank you very much for the follow over on Twitch. Welcome in, welcome in. What you're writing? I'm doing a stream that is basically, $1 one sentence. I think I met a goal on Twitch, and that's what that sound was. But basically, if you donate $1 via Stream Elements, you can add a sentence to the story that I'm writing. I had a basic premise, and now, everyone who has submitted $1, or more dollars if they want to submit more sentences, has been changing the direction of the story, and it's kind of been my job to tie everything together and keep the story flowing. That is the premise of the stream. So that's what I'm writing right now. Feel free to stick around if you would like. It's very silly. Everyone roll initiative.
An offering. Thank you so much.
I like how you're so obsessed with the way you're describing this waiter. Okay. The waiter, a man who's, oh my god, who's meticulously sculpted sideburns, seemed to wage a silent, stylish war against his equally formidable handlebar mustache, returned to Yuno and her Sassy cohort. This time, the offering wasn't the ill-fated bean burrito. Is the waiter his favorite character? Well, he was the one who introduced the waiter, so it makes sense. Second warning, please don't mention ChatGPT in a positive way on this channel. I do not support ChatGPT. Getting rid of that message. But please don't mention ChatGPT. I fucking hate AI. I fucking hate generative AI specifically. So don't. I won't ask nicely again. How do you spell cloche? I think it's like that. Cloche? I believe. Hold on, I gotta check something. I gotta check something. No, I think I still spelled it wrong. No, it's saying it's right. Okay. It's just weird because when I googled it, didn't show me the thing I was thinking of. It was showing me something else. But okay, it looks like I spelled it correctly. Yay. Cloche. His offering isn't the ill-fated bean burrito. Instead, the item lying beneath the cloche is an intricately carved wooden box. We're bringing back the box from before. Will we find out what's in it? Probably still no. But I haven't participated in something like this before. Is the sentence we give supposed to be nonsensical? It doesn't have to be. You can make a serious sentence, if you'd like, or you could make it silly. It doesn't matter. Are you trying to complete a specific story? Also, no. I don't really think there's a goal for us to finish a story within a stream. I think it's more just what nonsense will we come up with throughout a stream. Because we can easily come back to this and continue it. The last one that we did was going on for like 3 parts. But yeah, it can be serious, it can be silly. Whatever you want to suggest. As long as you tip the dollar, or many the dollar, then you can submit whatever you want. I don't care. It's the journey that counts, literally. Actually, it's the journey that matters. Portal wants Yuno thighs. Understandable. Have a nice day. As long as Portal leads where my box is, it's not... we're not going to you. Unless you specifically send in a tip to make that happen. We're not going to you. Do you write the sentence or just provide the idea? You can do either, technically. I would prefer if you write the full sentence, because I will directly take whatever sentence you write and just smack that into the document. But if you just want to submit an idea, I don't really mind that either. Slim, thank you for the $1 tip. I like that you're mentioning thirst after I implied that the portal feels like tendrils gripping onto their skin. Considering Kaya's, proclivity towards tentacles. Kaya... Nishikino... reached for a bottle of ice cold Asahi super dry. Just finished work. Hi PhD in chat. Hello, Hanaki, welcome in. Portal anchored to my closet with portal lag. Tomoe is so bad. Don't link it to your closet then. Simple as. Something like that, I guess. Also, we're finally over 1K words. Yay! Once again, a whole lot of freaking nothing. I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen with this portal. I can either make it so it works and it does transport the 4 of them somewhere else, or something's gonna have to intervene. I mean, I really wanted this to be more grounded in reality, but... I feel like if I cancel it out, somebody's just going to try and add another fantasy element. fuck is that emote? I don't know what emote that is. I saw the green creature and I was like, what? That's not a Dominachi emote I've ever made. The freak? Little Kappa doing the Amogus dance? Oh, okay. It's frozen on my view with the combined chat. I can't see the animated movement. That's such a bummer. Kaya launched his tentacles to save herself and Yuno from falling. So that means Tomoe and Kohaku are still gonna fall. If anything, if we wanted to keep it accurate to Kaya's character, she would not save me, she would save the other two.
An offering. Thank you so much.
She'll save the other two with tentacles, and I'll be the only one to fall through the portal. Daniel Smith, thank you for the $2 tip. 2 more hot girls and beer. Almost perfect. Dang it. Even more Yuri, the writer size. Returning to figuring out if the batting order is a euphemism. So true, girl. Don't love that for you. Farewell then, I guess. Would you do the same, though? Would I save the other two and not Kaya? No. I would find a way to save all 3 of us. I would not want any of them to suffer. Meanwhile, Kaya would just be like, it's fine, I'll save the other 2. Yuno can figure it out. Which is either a sign that she trusts my ability to survive being isekai'd, or a sign that she just wants me to perish. It could go either way. Kaya can be a bit soon, so she probably has faith in you. I know, that's why I said it's up to interpretation. She would probably say it's because she thinks that I'll just perish out there. Even if she doesn't necessarily mean it. I like the VTuber silliness versus IRL writer contrast here. The writer is just locked in on her baseball yaoi and does not give a fuck about what the VTubers are doing. She would care if the VTubers were boys. But right now, she doesn't give a fuck. She's just like, sorry, who are you people? Which I kind of love, honestly. She's very valid. Sorry, you're hearing me make noises to music that you can't hear because I still have my web browser audio muted. You guys are just listening to my normal BGM, but I have my web browser muted so I can listen to other music. So apologies if you hear my vocal stemming to music you can't hear. Okay. Do you guys want to choose what's in the box? Because otherwise I'm going to choose that it's some sort of, like, eldritch horror. And that's going to be where the tentacles come from. Speak now. Or else it's tentacles. Opposing tentacles, I suppose, because I've already made it that the portal feels like tendrils. I'm about to give the yaoi riders pretty good fuel if I go in this direction. Yeah, you know what? Let's give it a go.
An offering. Thank you so much.
I really don't understand why you're torturing Kaya like
Thank you
this.
so much.
Okay. So first, Destroyer of Worlds, thank you for the $1 tip. When she sees Yuno in trouble, being the shortest, Yuno is already close to being fully absorbed into the portal. Kaya attempts to move towards her and blurts out, "Hang on. I'll save you, my love." Things she would literally never say, ever. If she's not here now, are you going to show this to her after stream? I mean, she was here for the first time. The Yuri was implied. I guess if you really want me to show her this, I can. But she's probably just going to be like... I think your chat has mental damage. And I'll just be like, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's what they wanted. Don't look at me. She was here for the beginning of the mental damage, yeah, and then she's gonna see the rest and be like, wow, they're worse than I thought. Kaya says Yuno love instantly more tentacles. The universe is healing, I think. I just got back and whoa, tentacles. Whoa, tentacles! It happens. I think I spelled that wrong. Hold on. Okay. No, I had it right.
An offering. Thank you so much.
Double R. There we go. Yeah, I'm glad you caught on to what I was doing, Slim, but thank you for the $3.33 tip. Okay. Got it. I'll never forgive Kaya Nishikino. Terminator style. Yuno, Hanaki, and Terminator. Those are the same picture. Oh, Hanaki, welcome in. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, this feels about right. I'm on page 7. I do think that this story overall generated more words than the first one ever did. It's just kind of crazy to think that it's already on 7 pages. 1,548 words. Yeah, it's crazy. Work on inspiring us to contribute? Of course. That's part of this too. Like I said, we are still kind of collaborating. I take what you give me and I try to make something out of it. Whether it's a good something or a bad something is where it gets debatable. It's a writing exercise for me too. So I enjoy it. I do think I should try and find a point where I can continue this. Maybe I should have... Oh, okay. Ended on 1669. Hell yeah. I'm going to have to call this stream here. I apologize I can't go for longer, but as you are aware, I have a early morning stream and a 12-hour stream at that. So I have plans to try and go to bed early so that I can try and get some good rest before we gotta commit to a long day of celebrations. Yeah, very busy. So I'm going to call it here. But this is honestly really good. I think getting 7 pages of text is awesome. Awesome and epic, dare I say. I feel very proud of us for being able to get this much in. Thank you to all of my contributors. This will be fun to continue to explore the next time we do another $1 one sentence. Kurt Warner 559, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Reminder to Twitch viewers, you will also be able to see the 12-hour stream. Because I'm multi-streaming both on YouTube and Twitch. So you will still be able to see it. Feel free to hang out. Come in and out. I will do my best to change categories and stuff on Twitch while multi-streaming. Because I know Twitch cares about that kind of thing. So I'll try to change my categories around as we do stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to hang out tomorrow, have lots of fun. I hope you guys are ready bright and early for the direct. Oh. Okay, I'll let you get in this last one. Oh, these last two.
Thank you so much.
Alright, we've got 2 to be continued post-credit scene texts. Let me grab this text here. Oh, it's still caps. You're ruining our 69, but that's fine. A mistake is discovered. Mistake is discovered. The order, the waiter spoke, his voice low, devoid of the usual pleasantries. He didn't offer the customary sardonic enjoy. Instead, he screamed out a guttural fuck. It was the wrong box. But how? And then post-credit to... Thank you for the $5 tip, Let Go My Ego. And then also Daniel Smith, thank you for the $2 tip. In the middle of her portal trip, Yuno offhandedly remarks, I'd be upset, but this portal smells like mac and cheese, so... Yeah, fair. 69 was broken for an important edition. Very true. We've got 2 post-credits. We've got a serious one, and we've got a goofy one. This is turning into a Marvel movie. It's turning into a freaking Marvel movie. But yeah, as I said, I do unfortunately have to end the stream here because I gotta get some rest in for the stream in the morning. I'm getting up pretty early too because I have some stuff to take care of early, and then I gotta make sure I've got breakfast and stuff. So, very early start, and then it'll be a long day, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm super excited. I can't wait to have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of fun with you guys to celebrate 2.0! Crazy. I think Spiral should also be sending me the invoice tomorrow. I'm pretty sure. So you guys might actually have a moment during that stream where you hear me live sending the final payment for the rigging. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Pay those bills? Yeah, man. The bills are paid. I have just like one more thing I have to do bills wise, and then I'm good. Well, technically it's not bills, it's taxes. I have to pay my quarterly taxes. But if I can confirm with Spiral that I'm ready to pay the last bit for the rig now, I should be getting the final invoice like tomorrow-ish. If not tomorrow, then probably Saturday. But odds are you will probably hear the ka-ching happen because I'll want to get that secured as soon as I can. I'm so excited! Ah! Okay. Yippee, 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 yippee. Alrighty then. But yeah, that about does it for me. We'll be starting bright and early at 8 a.m. Eastern time. 5 a.m. Pacific. You know the different time zones. You'll figure it out in your time zone, I'm sure. So it'll be bright and early. I apologize, but it is what it is. But I'll be going for 12 hours, so you will see me at some point during your day. Looking forward to getting to hang out with you guys. It'll be fun. But until then, thank you guys so much for choosing to spend time with me. I hope that you have a good rest of your time zone, and until I see you again, Yunotsu!